Yes, students, I'll start my class. This is first hour class, so students will be joining little late also. So I'll begin with my class. Uh, yes, in last class, we were seeing in last class what we have seen. Anybody? In last class, what we have seen? What is Oracle?
Behavior.
Huh? What is Oracle? Bhargavi? Bhargavi, what is Oracle? See, students, though it is an online class, whenever I am telling some definition, please you write down. See, once again, we are not going to repeat all that. You know, when you come to college, we'll continue the syllabus. We don't do revision. So if you immediately when you come back to college, if you have internals, then how you will do? What you will do? This subject is new for you. That's why I'm telling. If you have any doubts, you ask me. And here the concept I'm explaining in very simple way. I just here main thing you need to understand the desired requirement and the observed requirement. Yes, anybody have doubt what is desired requirement and what is observed requirement? Anybody have doubt? Yes, Amrish, what is desired requirement? Amrish.
Yes, ma'am.
Desired requirement andre what is desired requirement? Or what is desired behavior? What is desired behavior? See, students, if you have doubt in desired and required, you will not understand anything. From the beginning, I am telling desired means what is the meaning of desire? Which we want, which we wish. Yes, Sunil, you are telling something. Sunil, you want to tell something?
No, ma'am.
Helbeka? Illa.
No.
No. So desired means what I expect, what I want. Observed means what I am getting. A simple example I gave now that biryani and rice dal. Today I want at home for lunch I want biryani. That is your desired behavior. But if your mother prepares rice dal, then how you will feel? What mother is prepared, that is output. That is a observed behavior. What I'm observing, the output I'm observing. When you execute the program, also what you see, observe is nothing but what we see. What we see, the output we see. No, we observe the output. Whether my output is matching with my desired behavior. If both are matching, then there is no failure. There is no failure. If a failure occurs in the program or in the project or in the application, then we have to go for testing. If there is no failure, if you decide is biryani, if your mother prepared is also biryani, then both are matching. Correct, na students? Both are matching. Then whatever I have expected, I am getting. So there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. No, my program is not wrong. So there is no need to go for testing. There is no need to go for testing. So the same thing we are seeing in all the concepts. When you do verification, then verification is nothing but last class we have seen testing and verification. Last class I have seen and see students to do this development, testing, verification. The basic is very important. The maths is very important. The operation, how the operation is taking place, how the calculation is taking place. In the PPT also have given the mathematical statements are very important. The mathematical statements are very important. If you know how the mathematically it is going to perform inside, only then you are able to predict the output. Only then you are able to verify the output. Last class also I gave this example. When you take 100 rupees to your shop, if you buy a 20 rupees milk packet, you should know how much return amount you should get from the shopkeeper. If you don't know, how much ever he gives, you will just take and you'll go home. Correct? No? If you know, then only you will verify how much ever money he has given, whether it is correct. According to my desire, I should get back 80 rupees. But if he is getting 90 rupees, or if he is getting 60, if he is giving 60 rupees, then it is not matching with my desire or expectation. Then what I do when I'll come to know it is not matching, when I verify, when we do verification. Correct now, students? When we do verification, only then we'll understand. When we do verification, only then we'll understand whatever I have done, whatever I have got, that is not correct. After verification, if it is not matching the expected, the observed is not matching with the expected, then there is a failure. Understood? Yes, Kavya, in this example, just now I gave you one example. In this, what is required and what is observed? Or what is expected behavior and what is observed behavior? Kavya. Kavya, can you hear me? Kavya, can you hear me? She's there, no? Kavya, you're there. Is Asta? Asta. Asta. Are you there, Asta? Or you just connected in your phone and you kept somewhere and you're doing some work? Are you listening my class, Asta? See, students, when I ask you something, you have to respond. If you are not responding, then I'll mark absent for that class. You don't fool me. Just at the end, when I take attendance, only then you'll come and you'll answer for your attendance. You have to attend throughout my class. What is this? I'm calling your name and you are not responding only. Kavya is not responding. Asta is not responding. And you know that everything is recorded. When you see my screen, you can see this record option. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm talking, whatever questions I'm asking, whether you're responding or not, everything is recording. Later, you cannot say that, no, ma'am, I have responded. Okay, I understand. There may be some internet issues. Internet issues means only 1 or 2 minutes. Kavya, are you there? Asta?
Hello?
Asta. Asta?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you?
Ma'am, my earphone might have something wrong with it.
Okay. Now you can hear me, whatever I'm talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Just now I gave an example. You understood that example? For verification and testing, I gave an example. In last class also, I gave the same example.
Ma'am, can you please repeat? I have issues with my earphones, ma'am.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Anu?
Ma'am?
What is, just now I gave an example. In that example, what is observed behavior and what is expected behavior?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Kavya, you wait. Anu, what is observed behavior and what is expected behavior?
Ma'am,
Kavya, you wait. Anu, respond. Yes, students, don't think that in the online class we don't observe all these things. Everything we are observing. And we know that how much duration, how much time you are connecting in the class. We have Google Meet attendance app. We have installed that plugin. We have installed in that everything is recording. Yes, Anu, tell me.
Ma'am, the output which we actually get is an observed behavior.
Okay. Okay.
And the output which we should get is an expected behavior.
Okay, but in my example, just now I gave example which is expected and which is observed. Yes, students, if you are not understanding, simply I'm moving on to the next concept. There is no use, and I'm giving very simple examples. And from the beginning, I'm telling if you are not understanding, you please stop me and you can ask me doubt. If you are not understanding, I'll repeat the topic. And till now, whatever the concept we have seen, it is not tough concept. All are very simple concepts. Okay, I'll repeat once again. Yes, students, in whatever the expected output, whatever the output we are expecting, that is nothing but a what? That is what?
Required.
Yes, required behavior, and that is required behavior, and whatever the output I am getting, that is a observed behavior. So here in this example, see, when I go to shop, students, when we do testing, when I want to do testing, there mathematics is very important. Mathematics is very important, correct? No, without the basic knowledge of mathematics, we cannot do anything. So when you go to shop also, you should know, you should have the idea of how much return, how much change you have to get back from the shopkeeper. So when you know this, only then you are able to do testing. Similarly, when you appoint any test engineer, or when you appoint any developer to develop your project or to develop your application, to test your application, they should have knowledge of how the project should be, and what are the possibilities of, or whatever the possible ways of inputs. Only then the test engineer, the tester will give input all the possible input, and he will check if your project or if your application is not giving output for single input also, or any one way of input also, then you are not getting a success. So how we'll understand all this? When we do verification. When we do verification, only then we'll come to know all this. So in last class, we have seen this verification. Any doubt, students, in this verification?
No, ma'am.
Test plan, test data, program behavior. And see here the program behavior example I gave with a simple program, and here with the help with the application, with the menu driven application, I have explained this program behavior. The same thing. See, students, whatever the in program behavior, whatever the task initiated by the user, that is represented by T. Whatever the task initiated by the system, that is represented by S. Correct? The task initiated by the user is represented by T, and the task initiated by the system is initiated by is represented by S. This testing, verification, yes. Next we have a very important concept. That is test matrix. Yes, students, what is matrix? Any idea what is matrix? See, matrix refers to measurement. Measurement means what? Testing. Correct, no? Testing is also one type of measuring only. Yes, students. Correct, no? Testing means we are measuring something. We are checking whether it is right or wrong. So when we say measurement, there are how you measure. When we say measurement, how you measure? Based on time. Correct, no? Yes, students. How you measure? Based on the size. Yes. Come on, tell me. When you are measuring something, the measuring requirements are schedule. Schedule is nothing but the time which we have allotted to execute a particular test case. Quality of the testing, resources, what types of resources we are using, and size of the matrix. All these are the measuring tools to measure or to check any project or to check any application. So when I say matrix, test matrix, or when I say test measurement, what all the things will come to your mind? What are the possible ways of test matrix? Organizational matrix, project matrix, organizational matrix, project matrix, process matrix, product matrix with object-oriented software, progress monitoring and trends, static and dynamic matrix, and testabilities. Now we'll see one by one. What is organizational matrix? Organization means what, students? Organization means what? A company. Here you assume that a software company. A software company is developing or releasing a product. A software company is releasing a product. And if you observe any car manufacturing company, if I give a car manufacturing company, there are some, when you measure car, there are some requirements. How you measure? Based on the speed, based on maintenance, based on road safety. Correct, no? Yes, students, do you measure based on all this? How you measure? Assume that you want to purchase a new car. How you may be having little information, little knowledge about car, how the car should be, and you will ask your friends. When you ask your friend, then what you all discuss, what information you take from your friend, whether the car has road safety or not, whether the car is giving mileage or not, whether the car has more maintenance or not. So your friend will tell you, go to Maruti. You take Maruti car, there is less maintenance compared to Mahindra. So there, the company is releasing particular product. Correct, na, students? The company is releasing a particular product. When the end user, when the customer uses that product, they may face, if I purchase Mahindra, if my friend purchase Maruti car, then I may be facing some of the issues in Mahindra, and that my friend may be facing some of the issues in Maruti. Then we may discuss. We'll discuss. In Mahindra, there is a lot of maintenance, but it has road safety. I'll tell whatever the feelings I have about my car, whatever the failures I have faced in my car, or whatever the success I got in my car. The maintenance is very high. I'm not able to maintain my car, but I have road safety. It is not giving mileage. Yes, students, all this we discuss now. And my friend who has taken the Maruti car, then my friend, she will tell that I have Maruti, I have Swift car, Maruti company car, that that my car has less maintenance. My car has less maintenance, and even the mileage is also very good. Even the mileage is also very good, but the Maruti car doesn't have a road safety. Yes, students, how we are checking when I use that particular product, then when I face the difficulties, then I'm coming to one conclusion. I'm coming to one conclusion, and I'm saying this particular organization, I'm thinking that this particular organization or this particular company is developing a good products. Yes, this is one way of testing an organization. That's why here organization matrix. Matrix is nothing but a measurement. Yes, understood? And one more example. Yes, students, if you anybody have all of you have PAN card, no? The PAN card. How you take your PAN card? How you take your PAN card? You go to Bangalore one, or you go to BBMP office. In BBMP office, will you get PAN card? Can you apply PAN card?
No.
You go to Bangalore one. There you apply for PAN card, or there may be some agents will be there. There will be some agents. Through that agent, you can see that agent is also have an organization, and this Bangalore one is also a organization. And to Bangalore one also some customers go, and to agents also some customers go. The Bangalore one, if you ask feedback from the customer who goes to Bangalore one, and if you take a feedback from a customer who goes to a agent, then how you see both the answers. What is the feedback of person who is going to Bangalore one, and what is the feedback of person who is going to agent? To observe the feedback, you measure the feedback, what type of feedback they are giving, and finally you will come to conclusion whether you have to go to Bangalore one or whether you have to go to agent. If you go through agent, you have to spend some money, but you will save your time. No need again and again, no need to go to office. Whatever the work you have to do, everything will be done by that agent, and just you have to give your money. Just you have to spend money. But when you go to Bangalore one, there you have to go whenever they call you. But there they don't take a commission from you. They don't take commission from you. They don't charge much. Whichever is how much ever is a nominal charge, only that much they apply, and they will give you will get a PAN card. So like that we are checking the organization. Like that we are checking this is one way of measuring the organization. It is similar to any software company also. Next we have project matrix. What is project matrix? How to check a project? How to check a project? The project matrix is related to a specific project. When I say project matrix, it is specifically related to a particular project only, because in an organization there are n number of projects. In an organization there are n number of projects. So now we are talking about only a particular project. How the project is taking input, how the project is giving output, what are the input output devices we are using to run or to execute the particular project. Yes, students, you are understanding now?
Yes, ma'am.
How the organization how the project is running, and how whether your project is running for all the possibility of input. Yes, students, all this we check. Here we are not talking about the organization. Here we are talking only about the project or about the application. Assume you have a XYZ company. In XYZ company, there are 10 teams are there. For 10 teams, I have allotted 10 projects. First team is developing. First team is executing A1 project. Second team is E2. Like that, 8-10 projects I have. Assume that a fifth project is developing a network security program project, or you are providing some network. You are providing, or I'll take example. Assume that an apartment has given the apartment has given a project, automate the account management, automate the accounts management. And in the same organization, the different team, 10th team 10th team is 10th team is developing some other project. It may be related to some college, it may be related to some school, so other project they are developing. There is, yes students, you understand carefully, the execution of this apartment project and the execution of this school project is entirely different. There the requirements are different, and here the requirements are different. Here the input is different, there also the input is different. Here in the apartment project also the output is different, and in the school project also the output is different. We cannot match here. In apartment, the we need less resource, because we are developing only for only for a single apartment. Assume that in that there I have only 50 houses, but in a school project there we have 1,000-2,000 of students. The resources which I need is huge compared to the apartment project. Yes students, here we cannot compare two projects. We have to judge, or we have to check, we have to measure individual projects based on the scheduling, based on the requirement, based on the size, based on the resources, whatever the measuring tools we have. All the measuring tools we can apply, we can measure individually. We have to measure individually, and we have to give a priority for all the cases. For all the functionality, we have to give a priority. So here the main thing you need to understand is, in project matrix, first we'll check, or we should measure input output devices and input output statements, whether my project is running or whether my project is giving correct output for the input whatever I'm giving. Yes, this is very important, no? Whatever the input I'm giving, whether I'm getting a correct output or not. Here we are checking the main thing, the functionality we are checking, whether my project is running for all the functions or not. Functions is nothing but my requirements. Correct, no students? Functions is nothing but the requirement, whatever the requirement I need in my apartment automation project. There the functionalities may be we may give a access permission, or to get inside the apartment. There is some authentication checking may be there. Once the authentication checking is successful, then they can allow, or they can enter into the apartment. So that there may be that may be one functionality, or that may be one requirement. And every month we have to pay the maintenance. Whether the software should check, the software should tell that so and so particular apartment owner or tenant, or that so and so the person who is staying in that particular flat, they have not paid the maintenance. So see, based on the requirement, based on the particular project, based on the project, whatever may be the requirement, so my project should satisfy all the requirements. My project should satisfy all the requirements. Next, process matrix. Process means what? Yes students, process. What is the general meaning of process? What is general meaning of process? Process is nothing but a procedure.
And step by
Yes, exactly. Step by step procedure.
step working. Step by step working.
Yes, nothing but a. Yes. Tell, somebody is answering, no? Students, when I share the screen, I'll not come to know who is talking. I'll not come to know who is talking, because
Members of
Yes, student, tell.
The process means step by step working in anything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, students, process means how the procedure, how, if you take the testing process only, how the testing is done. Whether the testing is done by the developer, whether the testing is done by the tester, whether the testing is done by the customer. Yes, students, when you develop a project, when you test your project, even though if you have checked your project with all the possible ways of input, sometimes, not always, I'm telling, sometimes when you give a project, when you give an application to your customer, they may face some difficulty, or there also they may face some failure in the functionality. Yes, when they are measuring, when they face a difficult, they face the failure in the test cases, then that is all they are also measuring, no, they are also measuring your project. Yes, students, here only a single person is not measuring your project. First the developer will measure your project. Next, the test engineer will measure your project, and then the end user will also, or the customer will also measure the project. There may be different percentage of measurement. 90% project is measured by the test engineer. 90% project is measured by the test engineer. And before, yes, students, sorry, before the project is or the product is given to the test engineer, the developer will test. Correct, no? The developer will test. The developer first, he executes the program. And he observes. Yes, all this comes under this testing process only. All this comes under this testing process. First the developer will test the project. He observes what type of failure he is getting. Correct, na student? He observes what types of failures he is getting, and he will report that to a test engineer or a tester. He will report that to tester. Then the tester will check why this failure is happening, what mistake is done. And in addition to this failure, he will check with other way of input also. The tester will check the project with other possible way of input. The tester will check with other possible way of input. Then finally he will resolve all the errors, whatever the errors reported by developer and whatever the errors he faced during his testing process. He will try to resolve all the errors, and finally he will give the product to the customers. When customer use the project, or when customer use the product, or when customer use the application, if they face any failure or if they face any difficulty during when they use the project, then what they'll do? They will report to the organization. Correct, na students? They'll report to the organization. These are all the defects are there in whatever the project you have developed, whatever the project you have given to us. These are all the defects are there, or these are all the errors are there in your project. So again, the tester will start working on that, and he will try to solve the problem, whatever the problem they are facing, and finally he will resolve the issues, and then once again he'll give the product to the customers. Once again the product and the customers will check the project or check the application. Again, if they are facing any difficulty, again they'll report to the organization or to the test engineer. See, all this is a process to check the project. Yes, students, understood the process? Understood? Next we have
Yes, ma'am.
product matrix generic. What is generic? What is the meaning of generic? Please respond. Or generic we'll see later. First we see product. First we'll check the product matrix. What is product matrix? What is product matrix? Yes, product matrix. Product matrix, it relates a specific product. When, as the name itself implying, the product matrix. Product matrix is nothing but product measurement. When I say product measurement, it is specially to a particular product. The product matrix relate to specific product. It relate to specific product such as compiler for a programming language, a compiler, such as we are checking a compiler, whether the compiler is giving a correct, whether the compiler is checking the program properly or not. We are checking only the compiler. A student specifically, we are checking only a compiler. We have to check. See, when we develop any product, students understand carefully. When we develop any product, we'll compile, or the organization will compile the project and they will check the project. And next they will question themselves. They will question themselves, should I release the project to the customers? Because before students, you understand, before they release the product or before they release any application or any project, first they should have a confidence. First, they should have confidence whether my product is ready completely. Whether my product is ready completely. Should I release this product to the customers? Should I release this product to the customers? Yes, students, when you purchase a new phone, then how you purchase a phone? Directly you'll go to shop and you'll purchase. Few may do like that. I'm not saying everybody will do the testing. I'm not saying that. Few may directly they go to shop and whichever the phone they like and they'll purchase. But many people, what they do when they want, not only with the phone, whatever the product they want to buy, first they'll take a review. They'll take a review from the friend, and first they'll take a review from the friends, and they can also check in the websites also. If you go to Flipkart, about each product, whichever the product the Flipkart is releasing, which are the product the Flipkart is selling in that website, for all the products there is some reviews will be there. That who gives the review? The customers. Who gives the review? The customers who use that particular product. If I use a product, if I use MI phone, which I have purchased from Flipkart, there I give a review. This phone is very good. Good battery backup. Camera is also very clear. If everything is correct, then I give this review. If the battery is not good, if the battery is not good, what review I give? The phone camera is clear, but the battery is not good. See, this here all we are talking about the product only, students. How we are measuring the product. So not a phone, before the manufacturer, before MI company releases that particular phone, they have to check. And you know or you don't know, I don't know, but one thing I'll tell you, when any new phone releases, after a few days, they take a review from the customers. And they try to resolve those issues in their next version. Yes, students, it is there. Now you observe this. Correct, no? Whatever I'm telling, it is correct, no? They take a review. That's why they take a review. If any new phone is launching, or I'll tell my experience only. When I thought of purchasing a new phone, then some my brothers, my cousins, they were telling first you check the review. First you check the review whether if the review is good, then you go for that particular phone. Yes, who will give the review? The customers will give the review. When they'll give the review, when they use a particular product. When they use particular product. So reviewing product is a next step. Reviewing product by the customer is a next step. But in the first step, the developer and the test engineer, they have to review the product first, and they should be confident. They should be confident whatever the product they have developed, that is ready to give to the customers or not. Because when I get any issue, what I do, if I assume that if I have purchased mi10. So if I have any software issue, or if I have any other issue, what I do, I call to the customer care. I call to customer care. When I call to customer care, whatever the issues I am facing, they should be answerable, whatever the questions I am asking. If they don't know, if they don't know the solution for that, then how they'll answer? So this is the reason why before they give a product to a customer, they should be confident. They should have a confidence. Whatever the errors my customer is, whatever the difficulty my customer face, they should be in a position to answer for all types of errors. Yes, students, understood? The same thing is for product matrix, which is related to software. Yes, here we are talking about the particular product, and here we are talking about the, or you can say this is for hardware and this is for software. This is for hardware and this is for software. Yes, students, in software also there will be many issues, and there are many issues will be there. Which types of issues we can face? We may face when we use a particular software. Yes, in some software, not all software, in some software, if you install that particular software, then it will not allow to run other applications. Will not allow to run other application. A student, if you install Spider, though your system is 16 GB, it will make the processor slow. It will make the processor slow. Why? Because it needs huge memory. When Spider software is making 16 GB processor very slow, do you think that will that software runs on Pentium 4 machine? It is just a common sense, students. Do you think that will that software runs on Pentium 4 machine? No. Or it will run? No, it will not run. So this is a common sense, students. So when a particular software is not running properly on 16 GB of memory, 16 GB RAM machine, then definitely you cannot install that Spider software on Pentium 4 machine. So all this should be known to the developer and test engineer before they release that particular software to the customers. The students, I'll stop here, and the next topic I'll take in the next class. The students, understood organizational matrix, product matrix, process matrix, project matrix? Answer your attendance. Astha, Abhinav,
Present, ma'am.
Aishwarya,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Ambrish,
Present, ma'am.
Aishwarya, Anu,
Yes, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Arbaz,
Present, ma'am.
Arjun,
Present, ma'am.
Ashok,
Present, ma'am.
Benita,
Present, ma'am.
Bhargavi,
Yes, ma'am.
Bhavisha,
Present, ma'am.
Chaitra,
Present, ma'am.
Demalu,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Deepika L,
Present, ma'am.
Deepika M,
Present, ma'am.
Murli, Gangubai,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Gudia, Harshit,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Kavya, Kishore, Lata,
Yes, ma'am.
Manisha,
Present, ma'am.
Manjunath,
Ma'am.
Nayana,
Yes, ma'am.
Neelanjan,
Yes, ma'am.
Nishan,
Present, ma'am.
Pavana, Pavitra, Maithili. Pavitra is not there. Pavana is not there, no? Pavitra is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Pavitra. She's not there.
Is there, ma'am.
Huh? Okay.
He's there, ma'am.
Okay. Maithili,
Present, ma'am.
Priyanka,
Present, ma'am.
Pavan, Akash,
Present, ma'am.
Rajeshwari,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Rakesh. Rakesh is not there. Rakesh is not there, no? Ramya,
Present,
Rashmi,
ma'am.
Ravi Shankar,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Savita.
Ma'am, present, ma'am.
Okay. Shruti,
Present, ma'am.
Sneha,
Yes, ma'am.
Purti,
Present, ma'am.
Srinidhi,
Present, ma'am.
Srinivas,
Present, ma'am.
Sunil,
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi,
Present, ma'am.
Jenny. Yes, students, one thing I want to tell you, if you have any doubts, if you are not understanding the way I'm teaching, or if you are not understanding the examples whichever I'm giving, please tell now only. Because at the end of the unit or during internals, if you say if you are not understood anything, then I cannot help you. Please, students, whatever the difficulty you are facing, please tell me now only. Students, I'll stop here. See you in the next class.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, for the assessment, what is that? We have to write test cases for the department,
Yes,
college department.
assessment.
I mean, we have to write the test case for the college department, ma'am, as you told yesterday.
Yes. For that you have to write. Okay. And for today's assessment, students, after some time, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link to your mail ID, like how we did in the first assessment quiz, no? So today I'll send one more assessment. So you answer for that assessment. I'll send a quiz. 3 or 5 questions I'll give. So you have to answer for that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, students. See you in the next class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.